sports. And we join you from South Philly, close to 70,000 strong, packing Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Denver Broncos and the Philadelphia Eagles. On the Denver sideline, you get a look at their head coach. His guys have lost 2 straight after a 2-0 start. On the other side, it is the head coach of the Eagles. His team fell on the road last week trying to turn things around in front of the home folks here. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen with you. The Pro Bowler Brandon Aubrey has a set. Off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here comes the Denver offense set to take over for the first time. They're led by the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2023. From Ohio State, it's C.J. Stroud.
So you take a look at last week's game, Mike, and you certainly wouldn't say that he played poorly. 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. That's a clean slate. But when you talk to his coaches, they said they haven't seen him this motivated to bounce back after a loss in his entire career. So he's had a great week of practice. He's really challenging the guys around him to elevate their standard. And if it's any indication of how today is going to go, I think we're in for a treat.
He makes one man miss, but stopped quickly as they hold him to a gain of 1.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he's going to have a Broncos first down. He gets this up past the 40-yard line.
5-yard gain on the play. That's good for Broncos. First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
From the gun, here's Stroud. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. Stroud going to tuck this one on the zone read. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a 1st down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 3. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Over the middle, Metcalf has it. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
A gain of 4 yards.
Now a give on the ground. He'll be taken down at about the 33-yard line. That is Cooper DeJean in there for the stop. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Stroud. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
And 9 yards to go.
Throwing is Stroud. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. The rookie out of Georgia, Mykel Williams. He gets there for the sack, setting up 4th down.
And with that sack, it should put an end to what's been a very promising drive up until this point. Great job of bend without breaking. Get yourself off the field when the opportunity presented itself.
And no return. How good is that? Backs him up all the way to the 2. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. They're led out by the former Stanford QB, 6th-round pick back in the day. It's Tanner McKee.
In last week's game, the opponent just really neutralized him and, frankly, this entire passing game. Nobody was open. When they were, he missed some throws. Offensive line had some protection issues. It just overall was a poor performance. So they understand if they're going to come into today's game and have some success, they've got to find a way to get some explosive production and some efficiency out of this passing game.
Taking a shot downfield for Smith. That is hard. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Big-time play for Philly. 56 yards.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Here's a handoff to Genty.
Penetration is the key to run defense. Stop the running back before he has a chance to get started. That's exactly how it played out here.
From the gun, here's McKee. Looking right side, he's got a receiver. It's Smith. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. It is a gain of 23 yards, and now they'll have 4 shots at it. It's first and goal. This opening drive going to form so far. Now they've got it first and goal. Out of the gun, McKee. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there.
To the left side, he finds Kraft. That's going to move him closer, but they're going to need to come up with something here. Here comes third and goal.
It's now third and goal.
Play action, McKee. That's caught right side. It's the tight end Musgrave. And he will get into the end zone. Luke Musgrave. Touchdown, Eagles. It's his second touchdown of the year. Well, the play fake gets its job done, and so too does the tight end. Always a great target down there, as you know, Greg, near the end zone.
And this is where, Mike, so many tight ends do their damage. Down here in the goal line where the threat of run gets so much attention. And oftentimes it just takes the slightest hesitation by a defender. You see a tight end pop wide open. In this case, results in the touchdown.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Broncos offense ready to get going with their second possession. Greg, I love the evolution of the NFL. Every 3-4 years feels like things change a little bit. Right now it feels like we're in a running back, running game era. Does that make sense to you?
Absolutely. And the league has such a funny way of continuing to reinvent itself. Years ago, 15, 20 years ago, Mike, this was a running back-led league. It was play action. Quarterbacks were under center. And then what offenses realized was the best way to score points is to generate explosive plays. Get a bunch of yardage all at one time because it's very hard to sustain possessions in the NFL. So as a result, they said, okay, what's the best way to generate big plays? It's to throw the ball downfield. So it became a very pass-heavy league, and then now defenses had to answer. The days of the big defensive tackles, the 260-pound Mike linebackers, everyone now on the field had to be able to defend space and defend the pass, and there was a lot more air on the field created by the defenses. So now, as a result, the offenses are saying, okay, we're throwing into all these bad looks, all these teams playing dime and multiple defensive backs. We're now going to take advantage of smaller bodies on the field, and we're going to...
And he'll keep this one in. To Krusty Merritt. Touchdown, Broncos. And hold on to that football, young man. As a keeper, his first NFL touchdown.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
The extra point by Bass is good. And the Broncos will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter.
Set to kick off.
Returning is Igbenogany. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. Devontae Smith and the rest of the Philly offense heading back onto the field. And he's had an early impact on this game. Sensational start, and you know they're going to be looking his way more as this game goes on. Off play action, it's McKee. That's left side, caught by Musgrave. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
McKee. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now 3rd down comes up. To the outside, he's got Smith. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a 1st down.
That's good.
To the air again, McKee. That's to the left side, taken in by Smith. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and a yard.
2nd and 1.
On the handoff, this is Genty. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Now a 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Now McKee. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. He's going to have the 1st down. That one good for 9. And the drive continues. So a big 3rd down hookup takes us to the break. All even on the scoreboard. And we're back in Philly in a moment. Eagles in possession to start the 2nd quarter. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line as we are ready to get back underway. They'll run with Genty. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. That's another 1st down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They'll go again with Genty. And they'll have 1st and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
Another 4 yards. That's another Eagles 1st down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Now it's McKee. He's got it at the 3. And he's in. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That is 2nd TD catch of the season. Now Aubrey for the extra point. He's got it, and the Eagles will move out to a 14-7 lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Broncos offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Stroud. They'll look to set up the screen here. This one going to be sniffed out. Blown up in the backfield.
And that's a really heads-up play by the defender, Mike. Once he diagnosed the screen, he immediately puts himself in position to make the play. This offense just winds up going backwards.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll turn and hand this one off. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
These negative runs, they just make everything for the play caller that much more difficult, Mike. So they've got to find a way to be more efficient on these early downs, meaning 1st and 2nd down, because if not, you find yourself the entire game in 3rd and pass, and that's what every single defense in the league is trying to do.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. He's going to put it up, take a shot for Hopkins. That one is batted away, incomplete. No separation that time, tightly defended. It brings up 4th down. The fair catch here, called for and made beyond the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
On 1st down, here's McKee. In trouble, and down he goes. Jalen Redmond getting in there to bring him down. His 1st sack of the season.
7-yard line.
Back to throw is McKee. Quick throw on the slant, taken in by Smith. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd
and that is incomplete.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
That is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Broncos offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll work this forward to the 35. Patrick Queen, the linebacker. They're on the tackle. It is 2nd and 9. On play action. Stroud. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Michael Williams. He gets in to record his 2nd sack of the game. Number 4 on the season.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
To throw is Stroud. And this drive is over before it can start. Swallowed up to force 4th down.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
Here's Jake Bailey now as this drive quickly stalled out, so he's on to punch it away. Now Now fair catch is taken back inside the 40.
Take over first and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jeanty to start the drive. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
Taken down at the 40-yard. A gain of 2. Brings up
Throwing is McKee. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete. They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Here's McKee. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. He's got it. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line.
That's good. For Eagles.
On the ground, it's Jeanty. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Play fake. Now McKee to throw. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
A gain of 9. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Back to throw. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's in! Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. On for the PAT is Aubrey. It's up and good. And the Eagles will take a 21-7 lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. He fields it at the 8. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Over the middle, Metcalf has it. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
It's a gain of 11. That's good.
Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Up the middle they go. And some good blocking. Springing up. A gain of 9 as we get to 3rd down.
Now by Darius Slay. A gain of
They'll go with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to him, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds. The Eagles offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. Spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. 2nd and 5. Keep it on the ground with Genty. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Dayon Henley there on the tackle. 3rd and 2. Here we go.
3rd and 2.
From the gun, here's McKee. And that is incomplete.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points. But after that 3rd down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
Here's Logan Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Broncos offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
C.J. Stroud sacked.
Metcalf, the motion man.
It's 2nd down.
Throwing on 2nd down. Stroud. He'll step up and run. A pickup there of 25 yards. 1st down, Broncos. From the gun, here's Stroud. That'll be taken in by Krusty Merritt. Here's a 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Throwing is Stroud.
The Eagles 44-yard.
Metcalf left side. He's got it. And he's going to have 1st down here as they are into field goal range at the 27.
That's good for a Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Stroud going to set up to throw. Metcalf makes the grab again. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. The Broncos going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. Here's a short throw, caught by Wiley. 2nd down, they need 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
He'll get up and clock it here, and they're set up to possibly get 3 before the break.
A 29-yard attempt.
Ash's kick
The kick
is good. And the Broncos cut the deficit a bit. The new score is now 21-10.
And at this point, they need all the points they can get. So kudos to them coming away with 3 before the half. I think they're going to need an overall better performance offensively going forward if they plan on pulling off this 2nd half comeback.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. The first month of the season has come and gone. It's the first weekend of October, our first week with byes on the schedule. Lots to unpack, so let's get into it. Our trip around the NFL starts now. We begin with a good battle in the AFC East. And it's LA's leading receiver as a rookie last year, Ladd McConkey. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches. From there, it's on to Cincinnati. Checking in on the Bengals, they're hosting the Detroit Lions. And it's the 2nd-year quarterback, Bo Nix. He'll connect on a 13-yard touchdown pass. The Lions move to 3-2 as they get back above 500 with the victory. Lastly, we head out to SoFi Stadium. It's the Chargers hosting the Washington Commanders. It's the man who had over 1,900 yards last season, Derrick Henry. A scintillating run for the touchdown. The Chargers have no problems in this one. They get it done in blowout fashion. With that, a look at the rest of what went on in Week 5 with Atlanta, Chicago, Green Bay, and Pittsburgh all on the bye.
played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. On 1st and 10, McKee. Pass caught right side by Kraft. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. A run. Genty. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
It's a loss of 1.
Third down. 3 to go. Out of the gun, McKee. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
So you have to imagine this offense goes in at halftime. They're feeling pretty good about the position they are, especially knowing they possess the ball coming out for the second half. You want to put together a great drive and add to the lead. No time to be conservative, no time to just sit on this ball and punt. You want to keep the pressure on the defense and score every time you get it.
The Broncos offense and their running back set to go once more. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with 1st down. Now a handoff, running right. Heeling forward for maybe a yard. Patrick Queen, the linebacker. They're on the tackle. They'll stick with him again. And he'll work his way past the 40. He's tackled after a gain of 4.
That's a gain of 5.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
So we see this more and more often in today's NFL, Mike. Where on 3rd down, the ball is actually thrown short of the chains, and there's really 2 reasons. 1, teams are a lot more willing to use 4th down, and 2, they have a lot of confidence in these receivers and tight ends and backs to run after the catch.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. Going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. Off play action, it's McKee. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. And he's out of bounds, but they're going to spot this inside the 25.
50 yards on the play. And an Eagle.
Now, 1st down throw for McKee. Rushed to his left. Off he goes. And he's going to give himself up, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
That's another Eagles 1st down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. Genty will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown. That is a 1st National Football League touchdown for this rookie back. That is a moment, Greg, that he will cherish forever.
You got to hope he finds that ball. I can promise you every player who has ever scored an NFL touchdown, they have that first one somewhere. I know where mine is. It sits right on top of my shelf. It's a special moment, and they're hoping it's the first of many for this young back.
Aubrey, good with the extra point. And the Eagles will extend this 3rd quarter lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And a He'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Broncos offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Tackled there by Matt Wilson.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
He'll go play action with Stroud. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Here's 3rd and 7.
Cooper DeJean on the coverage.
Now Stroud. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
And it's a very nice return. He has given the offense a short field. The Eagles offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. A throw on the move is caught. He's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
It's 2nd and inches at the 39-yard line.
Run out of the gun for Genty. And he's going to pick it up and take it down inside the 35 for the first down.
7-yard gain. That's good for the Eagles. First down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Now it's McKee. He's got his man at the 6. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. It is a big play for the Eagles. 31 yards.
At the 1-yard line.
From the 1-yard line, first down and goal. Here's Genty. Good blocking, and he's in. Ashton Genty. Touchdown, Eagles. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side is the end zone, and they get 6.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Here's the toss as they look to run. The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. To throw, it's Stroud. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Matt Wilson getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6. And it's 3rd down.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
From the gun here on third down, it's Stroud. And they're going to get him a second time. He goes down again. Budda Baker, the 7-time Pro Bowler, showing off the pass rush skills, and he gets a sack.
And the big guys up front in the offensive line just continue to not be on the same page. And we've seen it time and time again here today. This pass rush remains one step ahead of them, and it's the quarterback who continues to pay the price.
And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield. Devontae Smith and the rest of the Philly offense heading back onto the field. And you see the numbers for him into this third quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open and electric throughout. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Marte Mapu there
on second down, here's McKee. He takes off.
Quarterback does a nice job here sensing the pressure pretty quickly. Realizes he doesn't have a ton of time to operate from within the pocket. Decides to tuck the ball and rely on his legs. He's able to pick up a positive play.
That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's fourth down. Here comes the Eagles punt team, as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. That's going to be out of bounds, no return, and the drive's going to start from just inside the 20-yard line. The Broncos offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. And a nice game there on first down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. Ball on the 27. Here's second and 2.
Brings up second and 2.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Tackle there by Matt Wilson.
A gain of a yard. Brings up third and 8.
They'll try to sneak it here. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
And the Broncos first down.
Stroud to throw here on first down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. They try again. It's second and 10. To throw is Stroud. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up third down.
Back to throw. Stroud. That'll be tossed. It's Metcalf. And he's going to have a first down as he's taken down on what is the final play of this third quarter. Here's Stroud. He'll go right and find his running back. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Second and 10.
Second and 10.
47-yard line.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. To the right side, hauled in by Myers. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
A gain of 3. It's fourth down.
From the gun, here's Stroud. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on fourth. Going to give the ball over on down. Devontae Smith and the rest of the Philly offense heading back onto the field. And they look to finish it off here in the fourth. This might just wash away what was a subpar performance a week ago. They'll start on the ground with Genty. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Once again, it's Genty. And some good blocking. Springing him. A gain of 9 as we get to 3rd down.
29-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. That's going to be pretty close. Look at first glance that he had it in. He does. 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Genty. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. Good for an Eagles 1st down.
Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Play fake, now McKee to throw. That's to Kraft, the tight end downfield. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. It is a big play for the Eagles. And even 30 yards.
5-yard line.
Five yards from the house. They've got it 1st and goal. Here's a run. And he's into the end zone yet again. Ashton Genty. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That is 3 touchdowns in the game and 4 for the season. And making a hat trick. That is his 3rd rushing touchdown of the game. A big reason his team is on top.
And so far, Mike, this run game has been the difference, and we're going to see in the 2nd half. Now, can they protect this lead? Because, Mike, that's where a run game has its most value. And so far, this guy's been incredible.
Eagles 42. Broncos 10.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. He'll start at the 4. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Stroud to throw. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. On 2nd down, Stroud. Headed left, buying time. Stroud avoids the contact and slides to a stop after picking up the 1st down.
That's good for a Broncos 1st down. An 8-yard pickup. 1st down.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
On play action. Stroud. Rolling to the left.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the 1st down.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 30.
So, from 37, here's 2nd and 3. Now a give on the ground. Space to run inside the 20. And he'll be taken down. They get an even 20 on that one. Good for a Denver 1st down.
Broncos 1st down.
Quick throw here, taken by Hopkins. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
Certainly not how they drew it up for his first catch of the game, but he's on the board, and I think the hope is continue to go his way, and next time, let's try to pick up some yards.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Throwing is Stroud. Exiting the pocket right.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
Stroud going to tuck this one on the zone read. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They find a way to convert on 3rd and 1.
Good for Broncos. 1st down. 1st and goal, Denver.
They'll try to run this one in. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt, touchdown, Denver. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
At this stage of the game, the score is really irrelevant. You want to try to build something positive towards the end of this game, and I think that score will help do just that.
His kick is good. Broncos will get just a bit closer.
Broncos 17.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return is Rodgers. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. And he's going to be out of bounds following a gain of about 5 on 1st down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
No gain on the play.
3rd down. They need 5.
And 5.
Now Genchi. This will not do the trick. They stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Broncos offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. Here's a short throw, caught by Wiley. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. Clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
A 2nd down throw for Stroud. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. Now a timeout, Denver. That's their 2nd. And they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
1st down.
Here's 1st and 10.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Broncos 1st down.
Stroud. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he'll be driven out of bounds, and that's a pickup of 8. Here's 2nd and 2.
Out of bounds at the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 8.
Now Stroud. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That one knocked away in the end zone, incomplete. What a good job locating the football by the defense where it matters most. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So it's a win here for the Eagles. They're able to erase the memories from a week ago. Game they really did struggle in. Look like a different group here as they respond with a solid victory. And that'll do it for my partner Greg Olsen. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners, as we say, so long from South Philly.